Okay team, we're going to have a look today at using Flash to do animations. So I'm going to go down here to my start and I'm going to look in all programs. I'm going to be looking in Adobe Production Premium and looking for the red one, Flash. Now I'm probably using a more recent version of Flash than you are, but that's fine. Everything I'm going to show you will be the same. And if you're on Windows 8, you just need to go down to all the little icons and find the Flash icon, okay? So, once this screen comes up, what we want to be looking is go create new, the middle column, and we want to be doing an action script 3. Alright, this screen's got a lot going on, and you don't need to panic. What you've got here is a lot of different menus, and some of these things you can pull out and get rid of if you don't need them, so you can give yourself some more space. So I've got my tools down the side. I definitely want them. Tools are good. I've got, these are all my tools. I've got some other panels here that we don't really need at the moment. We might want to use the align panel or some of these panels later, but at the moment we don't need them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull them off. What I'm actually doing, getting rid of them. You can do this however you like. Leave some stuff there. We can squeeze it down to just be the icon. Like I will want my colors later on. I might want to mix colors. So there's a few things I want to keep. Let's say I do this and then I'm unhappy and I think, oh, I wish it was back how it was before. I can go up here to where my workspace is and I can click on a different one. So I might want the animation workspace, or I might put it back to the designer workspace, or if I'm really happy with what I've done, I can save a new workspace, or I can manage my workspace. So if you if you get lost and it all goes wrong, you can always set it back. Okay? Now, let's look at some of the things that are going on. This white square here, or rectangle, is the stage. This is like a TV screen. This is everything you're going to see in your project once you start it. Here's your tools, like we said before. And up here is a very important thing. This is the timeline. We will be running, if I go modify my document, it'll show me that I'm running at 24 frames a second. If yours is set to 12 frames a second, you might want to change it. 24 frames a second is normal animation, okay? So, I'll just bring this down so we can see it. 24 frames a second is the normal animation. Say okay. So that means I need 24 of these frames. I need to get all the way to here, 24, to make 1 second of film. Alright, let's have a look. I'm going to start showing you something that is old school animation. So this is how you would have done it back in the old days, where you had to draw each individual frame. So I'm going to draw a face, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go F6. Now that's F6 on the top of the keyboard, not F and number 6. I'm going to go F6 to get another frame. I'm going to go over here and click eraser, but what it's showing me there, see how it says eraser tool E? That means if I click E, it'll automatically give me a rubber, and I'm going to rub out this guy's mouth. Now, I want to draw the mouth in a little bit different, but I can't see where it is. So now I'm going to come up here and use this tool here, or this little button. It's called onion skin. When I click it on, I can see where the mouth was before. So now I can go back to my brush, and it's showing me that the keyboard shortcut for the brush tool is B. I'm going to click B for the brush, and I'm going to change his mouth ever so slightly, just a little bit. The smaller I can make the changes, the better it'll be. I'm going to go F6 for another keyframe, and what's happening here is if I now go E for eraser and I rub out his mouth, I can see both the last 2 frames, because see this thing is following, so I'm just going to pull it to the one before. So it's just showing me the one before now. I'm going to go B for brush, and I'm going to draw it in just a little bit different, not too much difference, just a little bit. I'm going to go F6, new keyframe. E for eraser, rub it out. B for brush, draw it in again. Just a little bit different, not much. F6, E for eraser, rub him out. B for brush, put him in. Same thing, keep going. Oops, mistake. Made a mistake, undo is Control Z. F6 makes a new keyframe. E for eraser. B for brush. and we draw it again. Alright, let's have a look. Turn my onion skin off. We've now got 6 frames. If I play my movie, control return, you see that he's smiling, but he's smiling really quickly and he goes backwards and forwards so fast you can hardly see it. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to now come down to 25 because I know, or 24, I know that's 1 second. If I go F6 here, what it does is it stretches out that last frame. So he'll now smile and then he'll wait for a while. And I know this whole thing just takes 1 second. When I test it, control return or control enter, he's now smiling and then staying smiling for 1 second. Now, I'm going to show you some tricks because this is a computer and because I'm super lazy. I'm not going to do animation like this, but there's some times in your animation where you want to make something special happen, and especially where something really changes shape, where you're going to do frame by frame animation. That's what that is, frame by frame. And it takes a long time, but you can get some really great results. I drew a face smiling. You might draw a horse running, a guy riding a bull. You might draw someone talking, someone frowning. You can draw anything you want. You don't have to copy me, but I'd like to see an example of frame by frame animation. Have fun, do something deadly.